Good afternoon. My name is Carmela Jata, a PSIT 3 student. I prepare a simple presentation about OSI model. Let's start. Here, OSI model. What is an OSI model? OSI model, or in short, or in other words, Operating System Interconnection Model. Sabi dito, is a conceptual framework used to describe the functions of a networking system. The OSI model categorizes computing functions into a universal set of rules and requires in order to support interoperability between different products and software. Ibig sabihin dito malalaman yung mga data, kung paano yung data nata-transfer from one computer to another computer. Merong 7 layers ang OSI. And ito yun. The application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. Let's proceed to application layer. Sa application layer naman, ang pagkakaintindi ko based dun sa video is application layer interacts with an application program, which is the highest level of OSI model. The application layer is the OSI layer, which is the closest to the user. So, among dun sa 7 layers, ang application layer is the highest. It means OSI application layer allows user to interact with other software application. Next, the presentation layer. Presentation layer allows you to define the form in between the data is to exchange between two communicating entities, and it also helps you to handle data compressions and data encryption. Sa presentation layers naman, it receives data from applications. Meron siyang form of characters and numbers. And I will use some example. Pwede siyang ganito siya, like numbers, or characters, like CB. Ganyan. Kapag yung etong number, na-convert na siya into another number, like 4321, ang tawag dyan is translation. Like this naman po sa character, like naging, kahit ano, translation din po tawag dyan. Kapag yung etong 4321 na number is converted into decimal, like, not decimal, into numbers like 1 and 0 only. Kahit ano, basta 1, 0. Ganyan. Ang tawag na dyan is data compression. Like, same din dito sa character. Converted into number, like 1011. Excuse me. Proceed na po. Session layer. Session layer controls the dialogues between computers. It helps you to establish starting and terminating the connections between the local and remote applications. Commonly known as API siya. Application Programmer Interfaces. Ang NetBIOS, it allows two computers to communicate with each other. Halimbawa sa server, may nangyayari sa there is happening in the server like authentication and authorization and the session management. Sa authentication naman, kapag ang isang PC is mag-access do sa server, it needs username and password. And mangyayari yung authorization kapag hindi maka-access yung user, like may mag-a-appear na warning or text na approve ba or not. Next is transport layer. The transport layer builds on the network layer to provide data transport from a process on the source machine to a process on the destination machine. It also hosted using single or multiple networks and also maintains the quality of service functions. Dito, yung malalaman yung reliability of communication. Sorry, nabulol. So, meron siyang tatlo. Like segmentation, flow control, and error control. Sa segmentation naman is data divide into small data units called segments. So, sa bawat segments na yan, meron siyang sequence number and port numbers. Sa flow control naman, the amount of data that has been transmitted. Like, yung sa computer, like sa isang laptop, meron siyang 100 Mbps, and yung sa phone naman is may 10 Mbps. So, paano yan magko-connect, like, exchanging of data? So, sa flow control is, ito yung mag-a-adjust para maging suitable or fit sila mag-exchange sila ng data. So, merong protocol under transport layers. Una is transmission control protocol and use that datagram protocol. And under transport layer services, meron naman siyang dalawa. Connection-oriented transmission and connectionless transmission. Sabi, dun sa video is, UDP is faster than TCP. Why? Because UDP has no feedback than TCP na meron. Next. Transport layer to network layer. The network layer provides the functional and procedural means of the transferring variable length data sequences from one node to another connected in different networks. Message delivery at the network layers does not give any guarantee to be reliable network layer protocol. Pero yung functions sa network layer, logical addressing, path determination, and routing. Next, the data link layer. Data link layer corrects errors which can occur at the physical layer. The layer allows you to define the protocol to establish and determines a connection between two connected network devices. Or in other words, the protocol layer in a program that manages the transfer of data into and out of physical link in a network. So, OSI model for collection of communication protocols, the data link layer is layer 2. Next, the last layer is the physical layer. The physical layer helps you to define the electrical and physical specification of data connections. This level establishes the relationship between a device and the physical transmission medium. The physical layer is not concerned with protocols or other such higher layer items. Examples of hardware in the physical layer are network adapters, Ethernet, repeaters, network hubs. And yun po. That's all. Thank you.